Hey everybody, Brian Zach here. I'm in my home studio and want to welcome you here. Something I want to show you today, it's my new Canopus snare drum. It's the BB, the black nickel over brass drum. It's modeled after the old vintage Ludwig Black Beauty that we all know and love so much. So this is sort of the modern, upgraded, version 2.0 of that drum, that classic drum that's on so many records that we all love so much, so many rock records and, Americana and country and, basically crossing all genres of music. That drum. So, and that's just because of that sound, that there's a crack to it, there's a depth to it, like a sort of an attack brightness to it, but not too bright that is, unpleasing to the ears. So anyway, let's get to, I want to show you the drum itself. And so here, I'm going to just grab it here. Now, I did an unboxing the other day, and there's the label, BB, Canopus, made in Japan, black nickel over brass, and it's just a gorgeous drum. It's a 1.2 millimeter brass shell, steel hoops, and these great lugs that are, dual-sided. And it comes with the 30 strand Canopus snare wire, as you can see there. If you're not familiar with the Canopus snare wire, do yourself a favor and check those out, because they literally are the best snare wires on the market that money can buy. It's my opinion, anyway. There's all kinds of versions that they make. They make the vintage snare wire that's modeled after the snare wire of the 60s, 1960s, and Slingerland and Ludwig models. And I'm just gonna get rid of that little notification on my phone. And so let's get down to playing the drum a little bit. I'm gonna start with just a little bit of some brushes, some brush work on it. You'll hear how sensitive it is. Now, mind you, keep in mind the way the drum is tuned right now is how it came in the box. I haven't tuned it at all. I haven't touched the heads. And the only thing I did is put a little Aquarian T-tab. I don't know if you can see that there on the head. And just to kind of tame down the overtones a little bit. But it still definitely has a ring to it. So here we go. Let's groove. Cool, right? So it's so sensitive, the drum is so sensitive, it just responds to the slightest touch, of the brush and, and swish and whatnot. So here we go, sticks a little bit. Yeah, it just makes me smile, you know. Such a great drum, such a great workhorse drum. I can't wait to get this on its first gig. I'll be bringing it out tonight on my gig with Rick Monroe, and you know, I can't wait for the guys in the band to hear it, and you know, just can't wait for the response that I get in the room from whoever might be in there. But you know, it's just such a great sounding drum. Loud, it's loud, it's got a crack to it. It's like, you know, it definitely gives you something back physically. You feel the vibration. So this is the 6.5-inch model, 6.5-inch depth, and I'm just so glad to have this drum in my possession. I want to thank everyone at Canopus Drums, you know, who have helped me, you know, secure this drum, and Joey and Taka. You know, thank you guys for all that you've done, and I'm so glad to be part of the Canopus family, and I'm looking forward to playing more of your drums more often in all my various gigs and sessions. And so thank you guys, and also big shout out to, you know, Aquarian drum heads, which I use and play exclusively, Regal Tip drumsticks, and Istanbul Agop cymbals, and not to be forgotten, Humsenberg drum cases. I want to thank everybody for believing in me and for supporting my musical path, my career, and I'm very, very blessed to have the network and the relationships with the people who are affiliated with these companies. So yeah, thanks a lot. I'm not sure what else to say. I just can't wait to use this drum. Again, Canopus drums, check them out. Go online and search them out. Definitely, if you're not in the market for a drum, just check out their snare wires, because their snare wires will definitely be an upgrade. You know, it upgrade any drum from any make, you know, from any style, and wood or metal or vintage or new. Believe me, when, you know, as soon as I put Canopus snare wires on, you know, some of my older, I got an Acrolite and you know, an old late 50s model Gretsch round badge drum. As soon as I put the snare wires, the vintage snare wires on those drums, it just brought those drums back to life. It really was, you know, it was like a moment of like, whoa, like as soon as I tapped on the drum with a stick. So I highly encourage you to check them out. And so yeah, thanks for, you know, checking this video out and showing interest. And I hope to keep in touch with all of you. So cool. Thanks, guys.